Hello everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and today I would like to share with you guys some stuff that I picked up recently. So this is stuff coming from Amazon. So we got this little bubble mailer here, and then this right here. These are just two Civivi / Wii SendCut compatible titanium pocket clips. One of them is going to go for the Glide Strike. I'm actually working on that at the moment right now. And then this one is for my Warncliffe Elementum. So I caved in. I decided I really want to get a tie clip. But this is the work in progress. Of course, I'm doing my heavy dark stone washing. This is the blade. You could see this is kind of the stuff that I put on. This is like a nail polish, right? Just protecting the contact points. I don't want any of the ferrochloric acid eating away at those important pieces. Plus I stone washed the liners as well, protected the detent ball, the holes there with a stop pin, and the scales, they're teal. Who would have guessed, right? So not a surprise at all. I'm thinking of doing an ombre to black towards the butt of the handle. I think that'd be pretty cool looking, but we'll see. Anyway, let's get into this. This was my carry today, my beater native 5. So already we have a knife from Remette, and this might be one of a couple knives that you guys will probably be seeing from Remette soon. They have been releasing a couple premium things or variations or premium variations of existing models, and I just completely just destroyed this box. Jesus, this is terrible. I should have just used the knife to pop it. It's fine, not a big deal. I trashed majority of the packaging anyway. But yeah, so Remette's been coming out with a handful of premium versions of already existing budget versions, but this is actually a budget-er version of a budget knife that they already put out. It's the Rhino. So the rhinoceros. You get a little T6 T8 tool. It doesn't really work that great, so I usually toss it. This works excellent. It's just a little cloth, right? Nothing fancy. That's it. And I do have my version 1 of the Rhino to do some just size comparison. I guess it should be the same size overall, but just there are different things going on here. So I can go ahead and actually just pull it out right now. It's really dirty. It's really gross. I use it a lot. I genuinely love this knife. This was before they actually revamped the lock. So this is actually just the traditional plunge lock. Now it's actually a liner disengaging button lock. So that's how the new ones are being made. But it's almost impossible to tell when you go on Amazon to know if you're buying old stock or the new ones. So it's kind of like, you know, pick it up at your own risk. It's still a very highly recommendable knife. But of course, if it's not the variety or the lock type that you were hoping for, just return it. It's really easy to return stuff on Amazon, and they honor returns, which is awesome. So, but this is the regular plunge button lock Rhino 14C28N bead blasted finish. This is micarta. This comes in 2 different variations. We'll go ahead and use the studs. Oh, that's good. That is really good. That felt great. 2 variations of this so far. There is a bead blasted version with black G10 and I believe silver liners and hardware, and then the one that you see here in front of you. Sorry, those are my oily, grubby little fingerprints there. So it is their black coating of sorts. Holds up pretty well. I had it on the WD 107, and it's good to go stuff. So whatever, I don't know if it's PVD. I think it's a PVD coating. It doesn't even say on the box, and it's kind of hard to, you know, go through the actual listing and see like what's what. So it's probably in there somewhere, but this is actually D2. And while I'm not, you can see the blade still stamped right there, I'm not the biggest fan of D2, but at the price that this was coming at, oh, that's smooth. Oh, at the prices this was coming at, I couldn't resist. I could not resist. And you know what? Holy crap. This has got to be built by it's got to be. This has got to be built by like Kaiser or Civivi possibly, because I think they finally caught up. I am being serious with you guys. The action of how this thing feels. You get a little bit of room right there for disengagement. Not much of a, it's not like scooped out or anything, but the liner is light enough. It is black there. I could use a little flashlight. Let's see if I can get one without making a mess. Where is it? I have like 3 different flashlights, and there's only one here. Does this work? Yeah, it works. It's dying. It's on its way out, but as you can see there is a liner. It's pretty darn thin, honestly, but the disengagement is extremely light. There's not a whole lot of force because it is a relatively thin piece of steel right there. They are proud liners, not shadow box, so nice and smooth. Everything feels well rounded off. You can see that there's a relief cut right there. It's pretty thin, so it's going to be a very light disengagement for sure. There is very large holes for weight relieving, even some holes on the bar itself. That's cool. So they went really as far as they possibly could. Those look to be all like T6s. Gross. That kind of sucks. T8 would have been nice, but at least you get it on the pivot. Both sides. It's possibly free spinning. We can go ahead and check that really quick. I have my little bit driver over here, and we're just gonna see if it turns. Does it? You know, I think that's a captured pivot. It's not turning on the other side. Yeah, that's a captured pivot. That's cool. I like that. That's real nice. I know I just messed with it a good bit. Side to side, nothing. Up or down, rock solid. That is wonderful. And 0 stick. Absolutely 0 stick. That's wonderful. Yeah, this is good. This is really good to go. I honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of a flipper tab. I would have preferred if they just left it as just the studs. I think that would have been just fine. But the addition of the flipper tab just gives a little bit more fidgetiness to it. It looks like they only, oh no, they don't have any jimps on that. But like I said, really light liner, light detent. It feels well tuned for the knife as is, but it is on the lighter side. So yeah, it does feel good. That's going in the pocket for sure tomorrow. Well, yeah, they pretty much stack up. We could do a couple of the size comparisons. Nothing fancy. Here is the Vision FG by Civivi. The Elementum by Civivi as well. And let's just kick this guy out of here. So it's a little bit longer overall, mainly due to the blade profile. And then one, like, I guess full-size knife. We have RSK by Doug Ritter, full size. So there's that. The reason why I like the Rhino so much is because it's a very stout design. You have a broad blade, and the handle profile now, I mean, now it's a little bit different with the flipper tab, but at least the previous one had a handle profile to where you could actually really get up on that and sit in that little scooped out area right there. So you have a little bit of like a harpoon there, and it's comfy. It is very comfy. My finger does rest on the button there, but I've never disengaged it or even really messed with it much. But it's a stout, compact knife that I would, I guess, be able to use on heavier cuts. Still nothing, you know, inappropriate, but something a little bit more, I guess, harder use. So that's the, I guess that's the vibe that this blade profile itself gives me. So it is relatively standard thin blade stock. and behind the edge I don't have calipers or a exact reading, but it is good to go. It feels just the same as the other one, and even though this is D2, I know that this will sharpen up really well. I could lay it back and it's going to be a slicer just really like anything else. So we can go ahead and check out the factory edge. Let me wipe this off because this thing looks kind of grimy. Give me 1 second. We'll take the weight, test out the factory edge, and I think that's pretty much it. These should be up for purchase right now, or at least during the recording of this video. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to spend too much time with this particular unit because I've already experienced the design, but now with the addition of, you know, just a flipper tab, and honestly I might like it even more because it's just so plain and simple, and it's done really well. So let's go ahead and take the weight on this. We could compare it to the Micarta one just for fun. 4 ounces on the dot. Cool. All right, so there's that. Not a big deal. Does a flipper tab really weigh that much? Nah, I doubt it's that. All right, factory edge test. I'm not expecting anything super mind-blowing, but I expect a good working finish edge. Oh. Yeah, that's good to go. I'll call that good. Closer to the tip, midway, it's excellent. Further down, yeah, this is I wouldn't need to touch this up. At the price that this is coming at, I'd say that this would be this just missed it to be a highly recommendable like stocking stuffer knife for Christmas. But hey, maybe they come out with other stuff this year, or maybe they put these on super discount during I don't know, some holiday coming up possibly. But even still, it's very, very inexpensive. It feels very well made for what it is. It has the excellent pocket clip. In and out of the pocket should be just fine. It looks to be reversible. It's sitting on top of the G10, and you do have a little back spacer, just like a quarter length back spacer piece, a little bar there for your lanyard if you decide to put a lanyard on your knife. And yeah, there's really not much else to talk about. This is pretty simple, pretty standard. It feels rock solid side to side, up or down. I don't feel that the actual bearings in this does have a ceramic detent ball and ceramic caged bearings, which is excellent. Yeah, the action, it's good to go. I got no complaints out of the box. I'm probably going to take this apart and clean it and put my own preferred lubrication in there, probably some KPL lightweight or the ultralight, whatever that one is called, and I'll be good to go. But yeah, this is good. I like it. Nothing to really complain about besides the T6s, but that's being really, really nitpicky. With that being said, I will link down what I can in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and leave a like down below. If you are subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate all your support and your patience, of course. If you are not subscribed, consider subscribing because I have plenty more videos and content coming your guys' way. And with that being said, have a wonderful rest of your day.